like there are a lot of different ways to describe a family. So tonight, I'd like you to come up with your own definition, and I want you to be prepared to defend it in class tomorrow. Mrs. Burke was sneaky. She'd fooled us again. She had gotten all of us interested in something, and now we had to write about it. What a horrible way to ruin a perfectly good learning experience. Chapter 3. Sometimes grown-ups are completely clueless. That night at dinner, each of us shared something that had happened that day. The squid told how this girl in her class lost her tooth at home, but it fell down the sink, and her parents had to call the emergency plumber to save the tooth so she could put it under her pillow for the tooth fairy. "That's a very expensive tooth," Dad observed. "But Tanya only gets $1, the squid said. "A lot less than the emergency plumber," Dad said. "Well, Matt, any big news to report?" Matt told about this kid named Thad in his English class who did a presentation about an author. Thad had dressed up like the author and pretended to be him. Then, in the middle of the presentation, he'd fallen over, twitched a few times, and pretended to die right on the classroom floor. Mrs. Cummings ran over and asked him if he was okay, Matt said. Thad sat up and told her that the author had died very young. It was brilliant. "I guess it's dangerous being an author," Dad said. "What about you, Charlie?" "Today in class, we had to look up definitions for a bunch of words. For homework, I have to write a definition of the word family." "I assume you will describe your excellent older brother," Matt said. "Ha, ha, ha," I said. "I'm in your family," the squid announced. "Family. F-A-M." She looked over at Mom. "The next letter is I," Mom prompted. "That's what I was going to say," the squid declared. "Family. F-A-M-L-I-Y. "Close enough," Dad said. "That reminds me," Mom said. "With so many people coming for Thanksgiving, our whole family is going to have to work together." "Your mom's right," Dad added. "It's our job to be good hosts, so I expect everyone here to be helpful and flexible." "Of course," Matt said. "Flexible is my middle name." "Your middle name is Arthur," the squid said. "Don't remind me," Matt said. "And that brings me to the next point," Mom went on. "Aunt Sarah and Uncle Brandon and Tilly are going to stay at the Village Inn with Pops and Gams, but they'd like Chip to stay here." She paused for a second and gave me a little smile. I didn't like that little smile. It meant something. "Chip's a very nice boy," Mom said, "and I think he's grown up a lot. Sarah says his teacher calls him the perfect little gentleman." "I think Uncle Ron will be sleeping on the couch," Dad said. Mom opened her mouth but didn't say anything. "Maybe he can stay with Mabel," I said, "since he's closest to her age." "He can't," the squid said. "My room's too small." "What about Matt, then?" I asked. "He has the biggest room." "I need all that room for my brain," Matt said. "I think he should stay with you, Charlie. He always follows you around anyway." "There's no bed for him," I said. "We'll bring in the inflatable mattress," Mom said, "just like when Tommy sleeps over." "But he's my friend," I said. "Chip is different." "Chip will take up less space than Tommy," Matt said. "You'll barely notice he's there." He gave me his classic evil older brother grin. He knew Chip drove me crazy. "He'll mess everything up," I protested.